Imagine this. You meet her in a dream, not a lover, not a ghost, but something deeper. A presence that lingers in the corners of your mind, whispering in the silence between thoughts. She is the one you cannot hold, yet cannot release. The harder you cling, the more she slips away. Like smoke through your fingers, why does love sometimes demand surrender, not possession? Why does the soul resist what the heart craves? Carl Jung warned that what we refuse to let go of owns us, that the greatest prisons are built from the loves we cannot release. What if holding on is the very thing keeping you trapped? What if the key to freedom lies not in conquest, but in surrender? The truth is more unsettling than you think. And it begins with a question you've been afraid to ask. What if she wants you to let her go? The torment isn't in the loss, it's in the illusion of control. We suffer because we believe love is something we can keep, as if it were an object rather than a force. Carl Jung called this the shadow of possession, the unconscious belief that to love is to claim, to own, to bind. But love, in its purest form, is wild. It cannot be tamed without destroying its essence. Nietzsche saw the same trap in our longing for permanence. Everything becomes and perishes, love most of all, yet we chain ourselves to memories, to fantasies, to versions of people that no longer exist. Schopenhauer knew this pain well, the agony of desire that refuses to release its object. We mistake attachment for devotion, fear for passion. Why do we cling? Because to let go feels like annihilation. To admit that some loves are meant to dissolve is to stare into the abyss of our own impermanence. But what if the abyss is the only way through? What happens when you refuse to release what has already left? The mind splits. One half trudges forward through empty routines, while the other remains trapped in the past, replaying memories like a film with no ending. Cognitive science reveals a cruel irony. The brain rehearses loss compulsively as if repetition could rewrite reality. Meanwhile, the world moves on without you. Culture feeds this sickness. Songs, films, entire industries profit from the myth that love is measured by how long you suffer its absence. But Jung warned of the collective lie, that pain equals depth, that clinging is noble. In truth, it's a silent erosion of self. The French existentialist Sartre put it bluntly, hell is other people, not because they leave, but because we chain ourselves to their ghosts. The real cost? A life deferred. Every moment spent bargaining with the past steals from the future. And the most dangerous delusion of all, that someday, if you ache enough, the universe will give her back. The way out begins with a blasphemous thought. What if you're not meant to keep her? Not because you failed, but because some loves exist only to transform you. Jung called this the alchemy of relationship. The sacred function of certain bonds is to burn away who you were, not to preserve themselves. Start by inverting the paradigm. Stop asking, how do I get her back? And begin demanding, what is this loss here to teach me? Nietzsche's concept of amor fati, love of fate, applies here. Not passive acceptance, but fierce collaboration with reality. When a wave pulls back from shore, only fools chase it into the sea. The wise prepare for what the tide brings next. Practical rebellion looks like this. Sever the mental rehearsals. When memories surface, ask, is this nourishing or haunting me? Reclaim your symbols, that song, that place, that scent. Take them back through new experiences. Let the wound breathe. Resist the cultural bandage of quick fixes. Grief processed becomes wisdom. Grief buried becomes poison. The paradox? True release isn't losing, it's retrieving yourself. Here is the secret the mystics knew, but the heart fears. She was never yours to lose, like a river that allows you to bathe in it, but cannot be held in your hands. Some loves exist only to change you, not to stay. Jung saw this as the work of the anima, the inner feminine, that guides a man's soul through necessary ruptures. Her departure was not abandonment, But initiation, the ultimate rebellion, is this: to thank her. Not with words, but with the silent gratitude of one who has been burned clean. Nietzsche's eternal recurrence asks, would you live this pain again if it meant becoming who you are? The answer, when whispered in your darkest hour, will surprise you. Now you stand at the threshold, not of forgetting, but of sacred remembrance. The love that could not remain has left you with the only thing that ever truly belonged to you, your unshackled self. Walk through